Yo, what is going on, you guys? Bashtianygo here, and today I'm coming at you with the updated Rescue Ace deck profile post Duelist Nexus. Sets dropping soon, guys. We gotta stay ready, we gotta stay on the ball, we gotta stay on it. So today, guys, we're gonna be checking out one of the potentially top best decks post Duelist Nexus. So we will have to see about that. It's definitely one of the best decks in OCG land, but we will have to wait and see what this deck can truly do here in the TCG. We do have some different cards. We have some TCG exclusives as well. I mean, they have Aurora down. We do not, so unfortunately that combo won't be able to pass over here. So there's a lot of moving parts to this that essentially can decide the ultimate fate of this deck. Now, essentially, I don't think it's really going to take off until Cashier eventually does get that Banhammer, which should happen sooner or later, but we'll wait and see, guys. Until then, I have this amazing deck profile for you guys. Honestly, I've been looking at a lot of stuff online, trying to find different ways to go ahead and combine the deck. I think this is probably going to be the best way to do it. Now, I do have some minor changes that you guys, I'll run by you guys, I should say, as we get throughout the video, just so you guys can go ahead and see my full thoughts on things. Some cards I would potentially change moving forward, so we'll go ahead and touch on everything with that. But without further ado, guys, if you guys do enjoy these videos, and if you guys are excited for any specific deck post Duelist Nexus, let me know in the comment section down below. You can also let me know by smashing that like button, and then letting me know which deck you guys want to see in the comment section down below. I should also be uploading a Rescue Ace combo video, 2 to 3 combos, basic combos for you guys, especially for you guys who want to get the maximum value for this deck. You guys are going to want to stay tuned, so make sure you subscribe, and let's get right into it, guys. So first things first, we got 3 copies of the Rescue Fire Hydrant. Realistically, I don't really need to explain very much. It's your main starter, you need it, that's why we play the 1-for-1. I mean, it's a really good card, as we can go ahead and move on. I played 2 copies of Turbulence. So Turbulence, of course, I see a lot of decks playing this card at 1 or 2. Personally, I do prefer 2, just in case 1 gets either just gone from the deck, banished, whatever it might be. You can realistically, you can search it whenever you need it, so it's not that mandatory for you to have it in your opening hand. So realistically, you can play that 1. I just like to play that 2 just in case. It is going to be your main boss monster and one of your main win conditions, along with the Hydrant. We played 3 copies of the brand new card Rescue Ace Preventer. This card is actually really good, allowing you to special summon itself by banishing a Rescue Ace, which gives you additional link fodder, or just fills up your field in order to have additional defenses on your field as well. So honestly, a really nice card, nice extender for the deck. I played 2 copies of the Rescue Ace Fire Engine as well, guys. So Fire Engine not only allows you to spam monsters on the field, but it allows you to spam specific monsters on the field. For example, if your opponent gets rid of your Hydrant, they special summon, you activate the Rescue Ace Fire Engine to special summon another Fire Hydrant, and you're good to go from there. As you can special summon any level 4 or lower Rescue Ace card from your hand, deck, or graveyard, so really good to have that additional effect as well. 1 copy of Fire Attacker, really not the most mind-blowing card, but it still, as a 1-up, is nice to have. You gotta play 3 copies of Airlifter, actually an insanely good card, and has a really cool one card combo that I am gonna go ahead and show you guys in the next video, so make sure you stick around for that. 3 copies of Rescue Ace Impulse. Honestly, I think Impulse is extremely good, especially in the event that Cashier is, of course, not destroyed in the ban list. So in the event you're going up against an Arise Heart, you summon this guy out, you activate its effect, target the effect monster your opponent controls, being the Arise Heart, and you make it so that neither you or your opponent can activate that monster's effect. And on resolution, or it can chain to it technically, but then you're chaining it to get rid of nothing essentially if you're just starting off with this, so it is really good. Also has the amazing effect to summon any machine Rescue Ace monster from your deck by attributing this card from your hand or face up on your field, and it's really amazing to have that additional form of having an additional extender, additional form of not necessarily interruption, but just bring another card onto the field as well. Just really good to have that as well, and they can activate in the hand or field, so you don't have to have this guy summoned out on board. I just think that's really fantastic. And for the last monster we play 3 copies of Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. Now you can play more than just 3 hand traps, of course. It's just the route I am choosing to go, but it doesn't make it the route to go. So Ash Blossom is just, of course, the most generic card. You have to still respect Branded. It's still really good against pretty much every single deck, generically good against every single deck, so I just want to go ahead and leave it at that. But that's going to be it for the monsters, guys. 20 monsters in the main deck. For the spells, we play 1-1-for-1, 1 Rhoda, and 3 Power Prosperity. Consistency is key. Now, speaking of that, we played 3 copies of the brand new card Emergency! Exclamation point, because Emergency is phenomenal. But essentially what it is an emergency teleport, special summons any rescue ace monster from your deck in defense position. Then you gotta tribute another rescue ace monster, which is perfectly fine. The reason why attackers with 1 card combo, because this searches a spell card from your deck. So you activate the attacker effect, you search the not the rescue. You search the emergency, activate emergency, special summon the hydrant, and tribute off the lifter, and you're good to go from there. So really phenomenal, easy combo lines from there to follow. Now for the rescue cards, I play 1 rescue, 1 field spell, 1 of the alert. For the traps, I'll go over the traps and I'll go over the last 6 cards. 1 contain, 1 reinforce, and 1 extinguish, just to have variety in the deck. So you want to make sure, because it is 4 cards with different names from your deck, so you want to make sure you have the most variety, even though they're all not the same, they're all not incredibly impactful. And the main point of this deck is that you're going to minorly inconvenience your opponent until they just can't do anything, and then you're going to slap them in the face with a whole bunch of really big monsters, right? So that is essentially what you still can do. Now the deck is obviously built to go first, set up your whole board, set 4 or 5 traps, and you're good to go from there. So what you need, what I thought this deck needed, was definitely some board breakers that was going to help it go second. So cards like Book of Moon I thought were incredible, and I think they're going to be absolutely fantastic in this upcoming format against Pirelli, against Castira, because of Book of Moon, whatever nonsense they have. You can also play Kaijus as well, which may be more efficient. But just a 1-for-1 way that you can get ahead and get rid of your opponent's monsters, either tribute them or whatever it might be. You can also play cards like Dark Ruler No More in the main deck, because essentially you want cards that are going to allow you to go second. Or you can just play hand traps. Another hand trap that I would definitely go ahead and select it to play this format is going to be Ghost Mourner and Moonlit Chill, because it negates special summon monsters. It doesn't really matter about the main phase, which is a big issue with Pirelli, because Pirelli can go ahead and activate all their stuff during the draw and standby phase. Effect Veiler only activates in the main phase, which is slightly inconvenient. And the reason I don't play Imperm is because all your spells, trap zones are pretty much going to be locked up anyway, and I don't think this is that impactful to where you can go ahead and play it, right? I think Book of Moon is more impactful than Imperm in this format, because it doesn't allow you to use that monster for like link summons, things like that. So it's more of a hindrance to leave the monster on board, and not necessarily to negate the effect, but just to book it, so it makes it more, like I said, more of an inconvenience to your opponent. And that's all I gotta say about that. And then the other card I do play, I do like 3 copies of Super Polymerization in the main deck. I actually got this from watching Yada's deck profile on this. I'll go ahead and leave a link to his deck profile in the description. You go ahead and check him out. Some amazing combos in there as well. So if you guys want to go ahead and learn more in depth, go ahead and check out his combo video that has some firewall shenanigans. I think that's really cool. But I want to go ahead and keep it simple. 3 Super Polymerization is actually extremely good, I think, in this upcoming format. Playing cards like Starving Venom, Dragostapelia, Garura, and that's also why I played 2 copies of Mud Dragon. 1 copy of Mud Dragon you are going to need for one of the combos, and the 2nd copy of Mud Dragon is going to be for your Super Poly targets. So we'll see how that goes from there. If you guys, like I said, prefer, you can just as easily play 6 Kaijus, 6 hand traps, Dark Ruler No More, whatever going second cards you guys want. These are just the cards that I personally prefer. And these are just cards I definitely prefer, but it's really up to you guys what you guys want. But just know that these slots are primarily going to be for going second cards. Now getting into the extra, guys, we already went over all the fusions, so we can just go ahead and go straight into the link monsters. We have 1 copy of Relinquished Anima, just in case your opponent is silly enough to go ahead and leave a monster right there. Just go ahead and take it, punish them for it. 1 copy of All Mirage, just a fire. Link Karibo. You want to make sure, I wanted to add Lingaribo in here just in case you get Iblied, but you still have Donner, so you're fine. IP, I play 1 Proxy F Magician, so you can go ahead and fusion summon into your copy of Mud Dragon. Then you have 1 Donner, just in case you do get the Iblied locked or whatever it might be. 1 Sunlight Wolf, because it does add fire monsters from your graveyard back to your hand, so that's nice recursion right there. 1 Hida for the mirror match, which is going to be extremely important to go ahead and have this card, especially, like I said, in the mirror match. I think it's going to come up a lot more than people think. And then your entire deck is fire, so you go take it from there. You can also play cards like, what's it called? Is it Gozen Match, or Is this the one attribute? Yeah, so you can definitely go ahead and play Gozen Match if you want in the main deck as well. I'd probably side this card for when I know I'm going first, because I just think it'd be a lot more impactful that way. For example, take out like the Super Polys and put in a Gozen Match. So that is something to consider if you guys are looking for more of a side deck build as well. Next, we play one copy of Nightmare Unicorn, because this card comes up, if you're not prepared for it, this card comes up quite clutch in some very niche situations, so you want to make sure you at least play one unicorn if you are able to in your extra deck. And for the last card, I play one copy of Access Code Talker, just to OTK, and that's pretty much it. There's not really much goes into from there. But honestly, I think this deck is a lot of fun. It's pretty cool. It's really simplistic in its playstyle, I want to say. So the combos video I'm going to go ahead and upload. I don't know if it's later on today or tomorrow, so make sure you check that out. It's not going to be anything too crazy, but I want you guys to understand essentially how the deck works, what's this supposed to do, what's the end board, what's the end goal, and how to go ahead and play around certain types of cards as well. So if you guys want to go ahead and check that out, make sure you like and subscribe to the video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.